Where is it?
Where?
There's a Denny's in the UK.
Have you ever taken me to a Denny's?
Hang on a second. In the US? Yeah, definitely. And an IHOP.
I remember the IHOP.
We've been to Waffle House. Where else have you been? Caro's, which is another Denny's like all night American
Black
diner
Bear Inn,
type
which is
tune.
the
Black
shit.
Bear Diner, which
Diner.
is on the West
Love
Coast.
The Black Bear Diner.
Yes, okay, because none of you got to spend enough time with this shirt on RQGT. Yes,
Martin, we are again a Mimi.
We are again. It's in Wales.
Well, I mean, we can go. We can just go. Would you like to go?
We need to make a road trip.
Should we take them?
Can somebody find me like the address of the only Denny's in Wales? The only Denny's in Wales. A road trip retrospective, right?
Or the sequel song to The Only Living Boy in New Cross by Carter the Unstoppable Sex Machine. Wendy, that joke was for you and me.
We're a little punchy.
We just flew in from Wilcon, and boy are our arms experiencing a 25-minute technical error.
Yeah, so most Worldcon panels are an hour long. That was half an hour of us talking to each other as the poor tech person who had no support because the opening ceremonies were going on at the same time. Wendy says thank you for the joke. And then we had to do a very, very condensed, 25-minute panel. It's in Swansea. Okay.
Foret's bringing the postcode.
All right.
We're the best.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
road
it
trip.
was.
I'm totally going to make a road trip to a Denny's in Wales.
It was scheduled for 55 minutes, and 25 minutes in, the internet worked, and 2 minutes before wrap-up, we got told we had to wrap up, and they apologized for only giving us 2 minutes, and we landed on the button, because we're all really good at what we do. As an abundance of caution, because there have been a few instances in the last few weeks where comprehension has been a thing that just happens to other people. I'm not talking about anyone here. I am not mad at anyone. I am not mad at the volunteers.
They did a great job.
I'm certainly not mad at the amazing panelists. I am exhausted by a system that is designed to do nothing but exhaust people.
Yeah.
So it's doing its job.
Yeah.
Hi.
Stream chat road trip to Wales. I am so in. Can we just wait until the summer when I've actually managed to finish my driving test and buy a car?
When it's only raining out of every 3 days.
I'm gonna be indoors eating pancakes. I don't care if it's raining.
It is genuinely amazing to me that you have lived in this country for a decade. Wales is home to one of the best classical music venues in Europe.
We've been there.
Not for a concert.
Not for a concert, no. But I would really like to go there.
We've been to the fountain outside where Torchwood used to live before they all got slaughtered.
Yes, and there used to be a great American diner right there. You could get a milk.
Checked.
No, it's not. It went out of business.
I checked. I checked like a week ago. It's still active.
I'm watching. I know. Checking my really, really
check
super
out,
cute
yo.
winter. Look at my adorable manicure. Okay, focus, camera. Look at my snowflakes.
Look at the snowflakes.
Fine. Okay. Was it for a Doctor Who thing? Of course it was for a Doctor Who thing. No, actually it wasn't. It was a weekend away.
Yeah.
We wanted to have a long weekend somewhere else, and I needed an ocean fix, and I don't like Brighton. So we needed
Cardiff
somewhere else to go.
Cardiff is really good for the water.
Yeah, Cardiff was really nice.
Yeah.
God, this ring light's really bright today, isn't it? Hi, this is the show. We're punchy. It has been... a
busy week,
I'm
John.
going to make a resolution that next year I'm going to stop talking on this stream about how much of a week it's been, because it just keeps turning into weeks and I'm tired of it. But there have been some very eventful things happening in public this week.
And by and large, they're all good. It's just, they're all a lot.
Yes. It's all been a lot. Tomorrow is my last day at work before my 3.5-week vacation, and I am greatly looking forward to it. And I have 90 billion things to do between now and this weekend, where the Hugo Award ceremony is taking place at 1:00 in the morning. I even prepared a little button about that. Look,
Hey-o.
Worldcon is underway. We are attending digitally. We've just done our first panel. Alistair has one more panel tomorrow. That was my only panel. And it is done now. Are you just getting funky with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, So this is what the last stream of the year is going to be, folks. It's going to be my greasy hair and our just motor mouths. Hey,
I don't think anything hurts, but there's a couple of things that I should be able to feel.
Hang in there. I'm going to try something real quick, chat. I've put something together. I want to see how I like it. Do I like this any better?
I think you do. I do.
Well, the chat still shows up, but now there's just no box in it because I messed it up. All right, let's go back to the other thing.
Yeah, Wendy's right.
I do not feel radiant, Wendy.
Well,
I appreciate your sentiment, but I chewed off all my lipstick because I was annoyed during the technical break. But that's okay. Beastrogen, how you doing? Hey. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
How are you? Do you want to talk about the things we do on these streams?
Yeah, we do 3 things on these streams. We fight fascism, bake cookies, and cry. And, I mean, the first...
Those are all very, very... Beastrogen, we heard...
Beastrogen, do tell, because I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, oh my gosh, we have to talk about the fact...
Oh.
Okay. So St. Kilda has a release date. It has a first episode, is dropping on the 27th of December for the early backers, and for the 28th of December for the public. And yes, Beastrogen was a townsperson doing a recording recently, so we're in a podcast together. So basically, I'm a pro podcast actor.
Pro.
Very pro,
Totes.
very experienced. Totes profesh.
Mm-hmm.
Totes profesh. It's
Mm-hmm.
We got to hear the theme song last night.
Y'all.
Naomi, shh, don't listen to this part. Don't listen to this. We're not telling anybody anything, but y'all. It's really good.
We are indeed Podcast Pro Bros, Beastrogen.
Podcast Pro Bros. I heard some of it too. It is very good. It is. Naomi is not here. That's true. It's very. Naomi is very busy writing this short story about how Santa Claus uses a mini submarine in order to reach St. Kilda, and that's my fault. And there's reindeer in little diving helmets, and there's fairy lights on the conning tower.
And there's a non-zero possibility Santa's going to get headbutted.
Or that the mini sub's going to get pinched.
Jacked.
Yes, exactly.
Jacked up, you know.
Exactly.
So yeah, that happened. The last episode of The Full Lid is basically ready. That will go out on a day.
See previous 9 million things I still need to finish before Friday. Hey, Mer.
Hey, Mer. How are you?
How long do you think it'll take until the first St. Kilda fanfic?
About an hour.
Don't we have it already?
Technically, we already have it.
Don't we technically already have St. Kilda fanfic?
Technically.
No, it doesn't really count as fanfic because Naomi wrote it, so it's canon.
Isn't that self-fanfic?
Okay, we're getting into very slippery territory here. Pezzy, please give me 5 minutes. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Everyone has to hear my voice now, amongst lots of others. Woohoo!
That is often the most fun you can have doing podcast audio work. One of the things I remain weirdly proudest of is Brandon, who's been on the show a couple of times, wrote a fantastic short-run audio drama called Circles.
Circles, yeah.
Which is also an elaborate homage to Scooby-Doo.
Why did you pronounce the H?
Because I'm from the north, so otherwise I say homage.
Okay, move on. Scooby-Doo?
And I'm in there, and no one's found me.
You can't find him. He's buried. He's buried in there
one
somewhere.
line, and I'm all the way back.
Beastrogen heard you. Well done, Beastrogen. Yes. Writer Magnus Archives fanfic. Yes, he did. It's called Peter and the Cat. It's his one and only entry on AO3, and he has like 6 million kudos on it, and I'm not jealous, honest. You touched the screen. Oh my. And now I have to listen to it again to find him. Well, okay. I don't think anybody's going to mind. I think that'll be fine. So we fought fascism. We've already had at least one cry this week.
Yeah.
What was the third thing? Baking. That'll be on Saturday.
That'll be Saturday.
So
Friday.
I've listened, or I've read the high-level details from the press briefing that we received today, which was just to say, oh, by the way, all the cases have doubled. There's like 75,000 new cases of COVID in the UK in one day. I think that number's misleading because I think they suspended actually processing tests, and then they reported them all at once. And I love you dearly. Your cardigan's on inside out.
It's okay. No one noticed. I'm going to style it out.
You're welcome. There we go. 78.6. Yeah, it's... But despite all that, they're not changing any of the measures. So our get-together on Saturday for the Hugos... Oh, God, now he's doing the robot. I've really set myself in for this.
I can't vote. Keep talking.
I'm trying. I
promise
really am.
I promise I'll stop moving.
Is still taking place. So the Hugo Award ceremony, for which he is nominated for 4 Hugo Awards, in which we will watch friends win awards. We don't know which friends, we don't know which awards, but that's the most positive framing I'm going to put on this, is we are going to watch friends and people we know and care about win things.
I just want to enter into the record that I am so consistent and so professional that I made it rain 4 times. You're welcome.
Your excellence is in your consistency.
Yes, it is.
It is indeed. The party at the Hugo Award ceremony takes place at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 1 a.m. in the morning for us in the UK. So we are having a party at a lovely little community library in Birmingham, which means we get access to the library stacks.
Oh, hey, yeah, man, that's
dark.
right. Marguerite's nominated for a Hugo too.
Okay. Yes, it's also my first nominations.
I'm so proud of you.
Love you too. So yes, we get access to the library after dark when there's nobody else around. And we're bringing a photographer with us, so I'm really looking forward to all the parties. It's okay, Mer. Go to sleep.
Mer, be asleep.
Yes, if you need to go sleep, go do things. You have packing to do.
Seriously.
I will send to you the thing that I owe you by tomorrow when you ask me to have it.
Yeah.
You can read all the books and take all the pictures and fight the library. I didn't plan to fight library ghosts.
That's all right.
Let me write that down. I have to pack some things.
She's
to
actually
fight
doing
library
it too.
Ghosts. Where's my notebook? Where's my streaming notebook? Right. But we're gonna have a party with a small group of friends who are all vaccinated and are all taking tests. And I'm ordering an awful lot of food because I can.
Because in this dojo we eat our feelings.
Yes, very much so. So we're all gonna get together in person and eat snacks and fight library ghosts and watch friends win awards. And then we're going to get no sleep and drive the next day on a road trip with some delightful friends, including the amazing Zolia. I'm really looking forward to that. And then we're going to go visit Alistair's parents for a couple of days because we have not seen them since
2019.
Was it 2019?
May have been 2018.
May have been 2018.
Maybe 3 years.
It has been too long.
Yeah.
We're going to go spend a couple days with them and visit the delightful Wendy. And I hope we take lots of pictures.
And possibly also visit the delightful Portal Bookshop.
Oh,
the
God.
official bookshop of the stream.
That's who I forgot to DM today. Portal, also, I love you.
Also because, I'm tired and I'm oversharing.
Do you think they have library ghosts?
I'm sure they have library ghosts.
Maybe they have a library ghost hunting equipment.
I think
they are a gay bookstore.
I know they have a spectacular cafe upstairs.
I will ask them. Please continue.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm also kind of intimidated because it's been a couple of years since I've seen my parents. It's been a couple of years since I've been in York. Spent a lot of time in York. Not all of it was good. And I really hope folks are okay. My parents are great, but lockdown and the pandemic has been shit.
Yeah. And
they're lovely people and they're a little bit insular. And I think they're all right. I hope they're all right.
They want to do something lovely and new. Mur, don't get purple hair dye on your violin. Enjoy your lesson. Please be careful. Local library had an overnight lock-in.
That's amazing.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Can I go on a little tiny tangent and then you can talk about Drake? I grew up in a little teeny tiny town. Like, little teeny tiny. Like, there were 40 children from kindergarten to the 8th grade, and I was the only 8th grader. And we used to have weekly swimming lessons at a community pool, and for Halloween, they would take all the kids to the pool and turn off all the lights. So we would have a haunted swim Halloween party where they would put inflatable things and like throw pennies into the pool and play music and turn the lights off and throw glow sticks, and it was awesome.
Thank God you said throw pennies into the pool.
Why?
As I think throw pennies at us.
Well, no, because you're swimming. You can dive and get the pennies.
That's really cool.
Yeah, okay. You can talk about Greg now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have seen Wendy's frankly magnificent husband for about 12 years.
I've never met Greg. I fully expect him to have convinced Wendy's boarder to make us jammy croissants in the middle of the night.
It should also be pointed out that Greg is one half of the single greatest conversation I've ever had. When I graduated with my master's years ago, we were...
Yeah, we don't do that math here.
We were at a party and Greg sidled up to me and, Wendy, I apologise for the dreadful impression that's going to ensue that you've already heard. And went, I understand that you just graduated with your master's, Al. I did, Greg. Got my doctorate a while ago. Good job, buddy. Thank you. Does that make us the two most officially intelligent people in the room? And he paused and looked at me and went, are we floating heads in jars? And I was like, you know we are.
Of course you did. Israel Tim will apparently be away. Well.
He better be away in the
Wendy
jam croissant fields.
You say you make him sound far more sinister.
Greg is the least sinister human being on earth. I mean, seriously, he's... You know how I'm basically a teddy bear, but when I turn the accent on a little bit, I'm just like, I will come to your house and I will murder every single one of your fucking cushions. Yeah, Greg doesn't even have that. He is deeply profound. Yeah, he's made entirely out of fluff. He's deeply, profoundly adorable.
Pezzy says, I miss York. I miss having to swim across the street. Yeah. Yeah, that's York.
I lived in York in 2005 when the storms were so bad that it was dark at 2 p.m. Like it was nighttime dark.
No.
And I distinctly remember a friend of mine who's now a really good filmmaker and dad and podcaster came into the store where I was working.
Who's this?
Aaron Dennis. You have not met him.
I was going to say.
and we were both chatting away, and then he looked out and went, Al, yeah, should it be night? No, mate, it should not. And it's like, I should probably go home. Yeah, don't die. And my very, very worried boss rung up and asked and basically said, please reassure me that none of our products made entirely of paper are on the floor.
Oh, God.
And I then basically had to say, trust me, Nabil, if we flood, there is some full-on day after tomorrow shit going down in the country because the river would have had to raise like 35 meters, which will probably happen in about a decade. Anyway.
Whitewater raft the shambles would be amazing. Only if I could just like grab things as I go by because it's where all the posh shops are.
Artisanal sandwiches.
I love how you go to artisanal sandwiches.
We've been watching a lot of Sarah Millican stand-up comedy recently, and
where has she been all my life? OMG. I discovered that one of my new favorite like genres of comedy is little woman who sounds incredibly regional or posh saying filthy things. She's remarkable. One of our friends has a massive traffic study set up to coincide with one of York's bridges being shut. And then the river flooded and ruined the whole... Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Wendy.
But yes.
South Shields eating a Greg's.
South Shields eating the Greg's.
Yes, apparently that's where Sarah Millican is from. But, sorry, go ahead.
It's successfully completely right.
By all means, finish your tweet.
But, yeah, if you haven't seen it, I believe she has 3 full shows up on her YouTube account for free. They are ad heavy, of course, but no one slings the word motherfucker quite like she does.
Yes. By the way, there's going to be plenty of swearing tonight.
Damn fucking right there.
Yeah, I should do the thing. Okay, so tonight, Alistair and Marguerite are doing a year-end wrap-up and just chatting session. So no content warnings are available in advance. Ground rules. We won't be talking about anything that we're under NDA. What are you doing? I will not be giving any legal advice and, as is topical, or discussing any legal subjects. We're just going to put all of that down and not talk about it tonight. And there will be no adult content, of course.
Tequila.
Tequila. Da-dun, da-dun. Okay, there we go. I want to hear Pezzy go on a good old rant, because if your accent is appropriate for it, that sounds really fun. So yeah, so that was Worldcon, which is still happening.
I have one more panel tomorrow, which is on wealth and inequality in science fiction.
We think you're going to be on it because we sourced you a potential replacement, and now there may be like...
There's maybe 7. I got an email from the moderator going, there's 7 of us, so, you know, I'll be quick. I'm like, if it's going to be like today, you will.
Yeah, I think you might want to check in with him at the end, which is fine. But then that's it. We have very little virtual programming this year. Hey Kiwi, how's it going? And then there's the party on... I'm sorry, I'm rambling. And then there's the party on Saturday, and then York for a couple days, and then we will be home before Christmas, and then I am doing... Nothing. For at least a week. And my definition of nothing is there's chocolate.
So much chocolate.
And there's cheese.
And biscuits.
And there's video games.
Yeah.
Might even play
I
games.
started a new video game today.
Yes, you did.
I started Death Stranding.
Stranding.
Which I could best describe as annoyingly good.
Which is impressive.
Like, it's really accessible and there's almost no game to it. Strangely, it's actually really similar, those of you who are with us on Sundays for Life is Strange True Colors. It has a really similar feel to that, in that it feels wide and expansive and there's basically no HUD at all. And it feels like the good version of a movie you play.
It is a very Naomi video game. It is no plot, only vibes.
I'm fairly certain the primary villain that I've just met is literally made of vibes.
Made of vibes.
It's just he has a gold death skull which evaporated, and then Norman Reedus died. And then he got better, and there were fish. Seriously, I'm not even exaggerating comedically. This thing is weird and beautiful.
And incoherent so far. And all vibes, no plot.
And every one of the soundtracks is coming up with me at some point.
Okay, Excellent, good.
Mer saying the Hugo nominee reception for the public is not in my schedule. Yeah.
Death Stranding. I see lots of chickens. Naomi, we know a guy who could very, very, very much make you a no plot, only vibes shirt.
Yes,
I think
we do.
That needs to be St. Kilda's shirt. No plot, only vibes. But, I mean, there is plot. It's lovely. But only vibes, very much so. It's like the dog with the ball. No throw.
No take.
No take, only throw. Yes. No plot, only vibes.
Also, those of you who are watching Hawkeye will, I'm sure, agree with me that one of the very few criticisms you can level at the show is there aren't entire episodes devoted to Pizza Dog.
Yet.
There's one left. I'm pretty certain the series finale isn't going to be from the dog's point of view.
Podcast background person. See, Beasterton, I think you might officially qualify for a podcast character t-shirt now.
I think
at the very least, you might need a podcast character sticker.
You've played a character. You're a podcast character.
Character.
Welcome to the family.
Yeah, Hawkeye has 1 episode left. It's only 6. It's only 6 episodes. We are not going to talk about it. We have watched episode 5, but we're not going to talk about it. There's not going to be any spoilers, but OMG.
It has made me very happy.
I have predicted the 2 plot twist reveals that have occurred so far. So I'm feeling very, very smug, because that means if I'm correct about the 3rd one, I'm going to be inconceivably happy. So, yes.
Does this involve a very tall green lady
who
punches things?
It does not.
Okay.
No. But it involves someone else in that oeuvre. Yes, very much so. Oh, God. Oh, my God, that comic. It's David...
it is David Aja on art and Matt Fraction on script.
And is some of the best Marvel comics ever.
The other thing I would recommend, and this is the brilliant thing, buy literally any comic with Kate Bishop in it. Literally anyone.
All so good.
They're all amazing. She's a major part of the Young Avengers run written by Kieran Gillen. Buy literally anything by Kieran.
They sell it at your archery range? Beasterton, that's amazing. That's brilliant.
That's fantastic. And the West Coast Avengers run with Kate leading the team, if I tell you, involves a 4-legged ambulatory puppy land shark called Jeff.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have an autographed copy, Zolia.
That's so cool.
That's hardcore.
That is so fucking cool.
But there is an issue of that comic.
The Land Shark, yes indeed.
That is entirely from Pizza Dog's point of view. The whole comic is Pizza Dog. And Pizza Dog thinks in pictograms and lines that connect things. So it's all laid out like you see Pizza Dog going, I can go here and I can smell this. And I can go here and I can smell this.
That's the human I get these 6 things from.
It is an incredible comic. The only one that I like better, I'm entirely biased, is the Charles Schule She-Hulk run.
The only one I would put on the same kind of level is, and this ran for 5 episodes, and no one but me bought it, basically. There was a Kieran Gillen Stephen Saunders series set on the space station operated by SWORD, who are S.H.I.E.L.D's twin organization.
I love this story.
And it was basically the West Wing in space, with SWORD being run by Abigail Brand, who is a partially alien, hyper-competent, green-haired badass.
My girl!
And Hank McCoy, before they spent a decade, and pardon my French, douching him up in the X titles. Beast, who at that point was her boyfriend. And one of the plot strands through it is he goes to work that morning via a flying car, which comes up from Earth.
To the space station.
And he's brought her coffee and muffins. And she keeps going, I'm too busy. He's like, but I brought you a blueberry muffin. Is it from my blueberry muffin? Yeah. Thank you.
He's my blueberry muffin.
I'm her blueberry muffin.
And he makes me blueberry muffins.
And this was the first comic we bought when we were together.
Yeah. It's really sweet. It's really sweet. The other one I really like is I love that crew because that's where you get Puck and Carol Danvers. Fucking love that girl.
Which leads to the fantastic. Oh, Puck loves me. Oh, Brand hates me.
Aw, Naomi, are we being gross or do you hate blueberry muffins? Oh, you can't have any blueberry muffins because he made them.
I'll have yours. It's fine.
That's fine. Blueberry muffins are very good.
So yeah, those are some Marvel comics which are good. Along similar lines, if you have the opportunity and you feel safe doing so, and I understand completely if you don't, Ghostbusters Afterlife is much better than it was advertised.
Yeah.
Like, much better than it was advertised.
But it's going to be on a streaming service in like 3 weeks. So,
imminently.
Yes.
Yeah. It does a thing that I really liked, and I wasn't expecting it to do this at all. And when I say I wasn't expecting this to do it at all, I basically mean, I started crying 20 minutes in instead of half an hour from the end. Great.
Cooked fruit is bad. Fine, I get all your fruit crumble forever.
Yeah, damn right.
And your pie. No pie for you, Naomi.
One of my favourite pieces of music is the Elmer Bernstein orchestral theme to the original Ghostbusters, because it is ramshackle and eccentric and spooky and shit.
It's the music that plays when they first walk into the New York Library past the big lions.
Yes. And that piece of music is the spine of the soundtrack to Afterlife. And as the plot goes on and these kids figure out what they have to do and the elements of the past kind of surface up, it assembles itself until it plays towards the end.
And you get totes and
And I'm just like, oh.
I am made of tears.
You know?
He turns into me. Yeah, exactly.
It's really good. And when it shows up on streaming services, I don't think anybody is quite ready for how much podcast steals the show, but trust me, he does.
I am anti-make food, but then put hot fruit in it.
Blackberry and banana and raspberry pancakes I have never tried, but good lord, they sound good. Fruit is a cold thing. Fruit should be cold. Oh, Naomi.
Sorry. That's okay. I shall eat all of your pie. All your pie is belong to me.
Watch this. Hey, honey, meat pies. Watch this.
No.
Meat-flavoured potato chips.
You're wrong. You're just so wrong.
Sweet corn on pizza.
Stop!
Sweet corn and tuna on pizza.
That's freaking abominable. Evil.
Sweet corn in sandwiches.
Even worse.
Chicken sandwiches. I don't know.
Chicken sandwiches are fine.
I don't know why I'm saying it like Stewie. Oh, hello, Brian. And chicken sandwiches.
He's just being weird now. Anything in empanadas is a yes from me. I'm enjoying this.
Good, that's the plan.
Meat dust put on fried potato products. Why? The very concept of prawn crackers is like, ugh. Yes, it is very much a British weird thing. They make all sorts of... You can buy KFC flavored potato chips in this country. And by that they mean meat dust flavored. They put chicken dust and bacon dust and steak dust. And I'm like...
It should also be pointed out that in the case of where we live, you can buy KFC flavored potato chips 150 meters away from where you could buy KFC.
Prawn cocktail is just... yucky.
I really like it though.
Well, then you can have all of them because they come free every time you order Chinese food, and I don't eat them.
Oh no,
they're yucky.
prawn crackers are the devil's work.
No, those are just like, why can't I just have fried wontons? And when you buy fried wontons here, they always have shrimp in them, prawns. I'm like, where's the cream cheese?
And to return briefly to Ghostbusters, all I ask is a sensible ratio of soup to wontons. This is madness.
Yes, exactly. Meat dust is just... No, you may have mine, please. That's okay. You take that. I'll take your... I do like salt and vinegar now. I'm starting to like salt and vinegar. Sour cream and onion, always here. Cheese and onion, sure. Fine.
Yeah, you're coming around.
I make my own range, damn it. I'm a self-saucing American. I make my own ranch.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, good musical choice. Excellent. Excellent. Wagon Train to the Stars. Nicely done. Yeah, this is all you're getting tonight, folks. It's just
I don't know. We got a pretty great opening monologue. Also,
there's stuff?
It's the most wonderful time.
Okay, you're going to have to be more specific.
Hater's Guide to the Williams
Is
Sonoma.
it out?
Yes, it's out. It's out now.
Is it?
Yes.
Had that thought.
You're probably going to need some context for this. Drew McGarry is one of my journalistic heroes.
Marmite is wonderful. I love Marmite. I eat Marmite peanut butter. Mm.
He is a notional sports journalist, but he is best known for two things. One is almost dying. Drew accidentally wrapped his car extremely the fuck around a tree a couple of years ago. And there was such outcry when his most famous article...
I love Twiglets. I get a barrel every Christmas, and I have to eat them quickly before they go stale.
There was such outcry that this had not been published that, God love him, he wrote the year he missed 6 months later when he recovered.
Right.
Williams Sonoma is a lot. It is a American chintz store.
Oh, okay.
It's chintz.
Hold on.
It's Chintzy Magoo.
Let's take a step back here. First of all, here you are, the 2021 Hater's Guide to the Williams Sonoma catalog. The Williams Sonoma catalog is what would happen if, let me put this in UK terms, if Waitrose and John Lewis collaborated with Kath Kitson.
Oh,
and
right there.
Sent the Radio Times to your house so that you could buy your Christmas presents. It is more posh, sharper image is another good way of putting it. It is over the top. It's where Ina Garden shops for Christmas presents. It's super ridiculous, posh, expensive. It is like, what is that in-flight magazine called? Air Mile, Sky Mall. Sky Mall.
It is Sky Mall's fancy friend who went to Paris for 2 months and never shut up about it.
Yes, exactly. And it says, it's Barcelona. That's what the Williams Sonoma catalog is. It is all kitchen shit. So here you go. Alistair's going to read you the first couple opening paragraphs of this thing because it is the most delightful, wonderful thing in the universe. It's goop. Oh yeah, it's goop for the masses. Absolutely.
Greets you as you pull into my circular driveway. Oh my goodness, it's you! Merry Christmas. Come in. Let's get you out of that pesky cold. Toot sweet. A yippy Cavalier King Charles Spaniel flies down the steps and clamps down on your pant leg. Down, Grayson, down. He loves people. Would you like to feed Grayson a piece of Iberian codfish jerky I dried and cured myself? No, not to worry. Let's get something tasty in your belly instead. Now, follow me through the foyer. Nice, isn't it? Do you like the garlands? Those are handpicked from the coastal redwoods of the Pacific. You're not legally allowed to prune those trees, but my lumbermonger, Josiah, is a wonderful guy who trimmed off a few branches for me when the park rangers weren't looking.
A few boughs for me.
They are simply gorgeous. They make all the difference. Wassail? Come, sit on the divan. Been an odd year, hasn't it? As a matter of fact, you're the first guest we've had in the house this whole time, unless you count the camemberts visiting us last week, and the moorheads the week before that. And the Durham Finches. Oh, and Nellie Odenheffer's youngest son, Asp, boarded with us all summer long. He wanted to go to Bucknell, and you know what? I think he's got a chance. He's a water polo player, you know. Very strong physique. So, congratulations, you're our first official guest who has not summered with us in Cape Jubilee, and we're so grateful to have you. It's just a horrible world out there right now. All those people out there yelling and screaming and tweeting and just being so loud. Well, here we prefer quiet and tranquility. And beef Wellington. That's why we've outfitted this house for Christmas with provisions and accoutrements from the Williams-Sonoma catalogue. It's the perfect mercantile resource for people like you and me who tipped generously all pandemic long until the second we got vaccinated. I won't lie. I bought everything in this year's catalogue. How could I not? We have the money. And what else can I spend it on? We haven't been able to take our annual week in Lombardy since 2019. Can you imagine? I can't even talk about it. Makes me want to decant all of the vintage Barolo we have in the wine cave and then quaff it until Grayson piddles on the rug with worry. But I won't think of that a second longer because you're here. And so is the catalogue. Care to peruse its wares alongside me? Come, let's do that now. Inside these pages, the only inflation you'll find is of useful all-clad cookware options. You'll also discover that the supply chain of salmon mousse remains undisturbed, and the only variants herein are for tartan place settings. What's more, the only thing contagious around this house is the elegance. Fuck you, Drew. Fuck you. That's just the intro.
That's the intro. That is what you're in for with the Hater's Guide to the Williams-Sonoma catalog. Alistair's favorite holiday tradition.
This and Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC and Christmas Wrapping by the Waitresses are my three Christmas things. It's just these.
I have, I can't even remember the name.
California Raisins.
Yes, but no, I'm thinking the U2 Christmas song I like.
Is it the one where he goes, yeah, a lot, or is that Bon Jovi?
Can you name a U2 song where he doesn't go, yeah? I rest my case.
I need a minute. Oh, shut up, Carmen. The cards came in. Yeah. Okay, move on.
So, do you want to... Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take turns. We have the money, so now we're buying taste is basically the Williams-Sonoma catalog. Yes.
I have been in one of these stores and I was very nearly thrown out. What? You were there. It was in Atlanta.
I don't remember you being thrown out.
Oh, Dave fucking followed us around because it was you and me and Alex and Melissa and all four of us were like, the fuck is this white nonsense?
Oh, God, they were profiling us around the store. What did you do? He probably just didn't look rich enough.
I was English.
Yeah. You would have think that would have given you a shoe-in for something like this.
It was probably the T-shirt. Whereas at Liberty, the amazingly posh department store in London, where you go, excuse me, how much is this? And they go, sir. My Hulk T-shirt, the waitress at the cafe was just like, that's the Hulk, isn't it? Yes. That looks vintage. Yeah, let's go with that. I want a coffee.
Let's say it's vintage. That way you'll...
Well, I have had it 5 years.
Yeah, right. Well, maybe they do cater to hotels and people who think that money equals class. And people who have more money than sense or brains or taste.
Would you like to take this one, darling, or shall I?
All right. Item 81, red tartan mug. Pictured, your house, actual size. Price, $51.95, set of 4. Copy, embellished with a traditional Scottish tartan pattern. Each mug has a gracefully curved handle for an elegant look and an easy grip. They're great for serving everything from coffee and tea to hot chocolate and mulled cider. Drew says,
Wait a second. Are you telling me that one mug can be used for all of these fluids? Just being able to hold coffee alone is some pretty crazy shit. But tea and hot cocoa? Did a gust of Frosty the Snowman's Christmas snow blow in and enchant this mug? Is it alive? No one mug should have all this power. It's possible that I could use this mug to
It's possible that I could use this mug to raise my grandparents from the dead.
Don't sleep on that gracefully curved handle, by the way. Anytime I hold an ordinary mug, I say to myself in an Edinburgh lilt, aye, 'tis a fine cup, but the handle's fared to with... Fucking old you. Fared to we firmly thack Scottish fingers. Such shoddy handle design on other mugs, like trying to pick up a live snake. This one, though. This one's got it all.
Item 89. Festive Jumbo Marshmallows. They're still just marshmallows. Price $14.95. Copy adorned with royal icing candy canes, Santa faces, and gingerbread men. They're perfect for topping hot chocolate and homemade cupcakes, or simply eating right out of the ribbon-tied gift bag. Made in China.
That is $15 for 24 marshmallows. I can get a bag of Jet Puffs, which were definitely also made in China, using the same patented blend of asbestos and corn syrup for 99 cents at the store. Are Jet Puffs adorned with royal icing candy canes? No, because candy canes are fucking annoying. Do they come in a ribbon-tied gift bag? No.
They come in a plastic bag, better suited for strangling hostages than for securing basic confectionery. Every bag of marshmallows in this house looks like the dog opened it, but they still work as marshmallows.
Anyway, I've roasted, get it? These fancier marshmallows here and past haters' guides. They're the perfect example of Williams-Sonoma taking a basic kitchen staple, dotting it with rosy cheeks, adding a ribbon and marking the price up 95%. That's no ordinary jar of toothpicks you're buying. They're all hand-whittled in Nepal. No two Buddhas etched into them are alike. This is going to kill me. We're
not going to get through this whole thing. Bark Dog Marshmallow Mug Toppers.
Fuck my life.
Pair with Swiss chard for a good day's roughage. Price $12.95. Set of 4. Copy. The well-bred treats sit and stay on the rim, then lie atop the cocoa and melt. The marshmallows arrive individually wrapped in a ribbon-tied cello bag.
Again, with the ribbon-tied bags. Christmas in America is a season of decorative waste, and there's no more high-class form of that waste than 4 fucking dog marshmallows packed into a cardboard box with bubble wrap to prevent shattered marshmallows, shipped by air and by truck to your home via a series of underpaid middlemen, and then making sure each is itself wrapped in a decorative goodie bag once they've arrived. Why don't you just burn a used car on your lawn while you're at it? Fuckface. By the way, this is a good one. Normally Drew gets about 6 in before he really, really starts to flip out. This bodes well.
Right, Tucky? They make you these adorable little puppers, and then they make you melt them.
And it sinks into the cocoa going, why?
Have you read some of the British luxury brand sites? There was one for very dull, very expensive coats I need to find again. By the way, do you want to see the chaotic goodish version of Williams-Sonoma?
More than anything.
I want to see the chaotic good version of Williams-Sonoma. There's a whole thread of... There's a TikToker who does like Werner Herzog's sad beige toys for sad beige children or something, which is just freaking glorious. Peppermint bark dog with personalized tin. Drew. Price starting at $39.95. Make our once-a-year holiday confection even more memorable. Please remember, this is consumable. By customizing this keepsake tin with a special name or holiday message.
Hey, that's my name. The specialist name of all. Who gave you permission to use my name, Williams-Sonoma? I don't recall ever signing a release.
It's Drew's name on the tin.
In fact, if you asked me to sign one, I would burn that release in front of you. You have violated my self-branding rights with this stunt. You think I won't lawyer up? Everyone who subscribes to this website is already a lawyer, and they're more than well-versed in the realm of intellectual property. I will have your ass for this. Pause for reflect. The peppermint bark ancillary economy is the only thing keeping Williams Sonoma afloat in the 21st century. If you don't buy the peppermint bark and peppermint bark cookies and peppermint bark creams and peppermint bark quiche,
this company would fold faster than a tartan cloth napkin.
oh, fucking hell. A cheese and charcuterie crate.
Cheese and charcuterie crate. Ooh, frilly paper thingies. Price $129.95. Copy. This premium selection from Utah-based Beehive Creamery includes 3 types of cheese, along with salami, crackers, and wild honey. Family owned and operated, the creamery handcrafts all of its cheese in small batches, using local milk from a 4th-generation dairy.
That is $129.95 for fancy Lunchables. Pretty incredible that they threw some crackers in with that deal. Oh, and it comes in a crate. Any commoner could get a cello bag that's not ribbon tied, or a melty dog mallow that hasn't been wrapped in a glorified sandwich bag, or peppermint bark that doesn't have my awesome name on it. But when you tell me that I can not only have cheese and crackers, but that they'll come in a crate that it looks like it has been offloaded from a steamship from 1908, you better fucking believe I'm going to have my wallet at the ready. Of note, I find it odd that this cheese comes from Utah, given that Mormons are forbidden from eating cultured dairy products. That is a true fact. Check your scripture. That tallies with my experience.
I grew up with Mormons. I'm going to have to seriously reflect on that.
Pardon me. Oh no, tell the lights. Jehovah's Witnesses for me.
Zingermans. All right, Kiwi.
Ooh.
I will hang on to that.
I'm enjoying this already. Okay.
Sugar cookie mix. Exotic. Price $14.95. Copy. Whether your baking project is a spectacular cookie tree or a simple holiday favorite, we have just what you need for festive homemade treats.
Oh, it's our old friend the cookie tree. Back once more. If you like cookies but you don't want anyone in the house to actually touch them, this is the baking project for you. And the sugar cookie mix is only $15. Think of everything that comes with it. Sugar, maybe a cup of flour, sugar.
Can't get that magical combination of ingredients just anywhere.
By the way, this is where I note, if you make plain sugar cookies during Christmas cookie season, with all the other fun cookie options available at your disposal, you need to brain yourself with a sheet pan. Every year, Americans decorate 58 billion sugar cookies and then throw them away. Oh wow, you mean I can do tedious crafts, eat flavorless shortbread, and do dishes afterwards? I must be on the nice list. What the fuck?
We have Mother Fudger's ground butter shortbread.
Oh, I know.
Just waiting for us. Are you getting a nosebleed?
Almost certainly. We're pushing on.
Because you've been laughing so hard.
Yeah. I fucking love this. This is what I needed. I misread that as sentient holiday towels, and I got way too excited.
Christmas goodies.
Fancy schmancy holiday cookies and cookbook. Cool.
Colston Bassett Stilton cheese pairing gift set.
Bag of chocolate coal.
Oh, I need a
bag of chocolate coal.
Okay, obviously I have to click on. We've changed catalogs now because Alistair.
We're taking a pause.
Squirrel. Okay.
Squirrel. We knew the stakes.
Bag of chocolate coal. Nice to be naughty. Coal. The dark side of Santa.
We knew the stakes. Be a good kid and Santa will bring you presents. Bad, Santa will put coal in your stocking, making your holiday one of soot and grime, just like your soul. Fucking hell, Zingermans. I made it through childhood without any coal. Now I'm looking for ways to be bad. Fucking hell, Zingermans. Did you just make this sexy? Especially if Santa's dishing out this coal. Yeah, you made it sexy. Made by Veruca Chocolates. What? In Chicago, this red velvet satchel holds 6 ultra-rich dark chocolate truffles dusted with cocoa powder. Put someone on the naughty list and send them some coal. They'll thank you for it.
Oh my!
Is this website flirting with us?
I think it is. Okay, we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
That's a little...
Oh my.
Oh my. Shall we go back to the Williams Number Haters Guide? All right. Sentimental holiday towels. Let me put the link in here again for everybody who wants them. You want them to include sugar for that price, right? They used to do free shipping on cakes.
Oh, dude.
But they're US based.
That's amazing.
For when you wish your home were actually an Airbnb rental. Price $24.95 instead of $2. Copy. New and exclusive.
Every mom in America has a set of hand towels that they put in the bathroom for decoration and not for drying your hands on. To dry your hands, you must instead wipe them on your pajamas, or hang them on a clothesline, or drive to the nearest Jersey Turnpike rest stop and run them through a broken Dyson airblade. But don't you dare use the sentiment towels. I've covered ours in plastic wrap so that you remember. No touchy-touchy.
KitchenAid ceramic bread bowl with lid. Who eats bread out of a bowl besides a common street urchin? Price, $129.95. My God. Copy, warm from the oven. Bake bread at home with...
Stop right there, Buster Brown. We're not doing the homemade bread thing. Does this look like 2020 to you, asshole? Our vaccine's non-existent and I'm still cloistered inside my home like the Unabomber. No, things are moving again. I don't have to waste my time trying to become a bread guy, mixing up sourdough starter that smells like feet soaked in regurgitated Blue Moon. Don't you listen to him.
Don't you listen to him, Chungus. Don't let him besmirch you.
I buy bread at a bakery now, like a normal person, and here you want $130 for a bowl. Maybe I could put coffee and tea in it. Oh, this is going to be good.
Le Creuset enameled cast iron Harry Potter round Dutch oven. Well, I've just decided he does, Wendy. I'm playing this for comedic effect. Price, $400. Copy, the magic of cooking, the wonder of a world full of possibilities, the joy and creativity of two iconic brands transforms ordinary dishes into magical ones. Ones at the ready.
Before we go any further, I should point out that you find joy where you find joy.
I don't find joy with a turf.
Drew did not get that memo. Are you shopping for that certain special someone who still thinks that the Harry Potter books are the only books to have ever been published? Well, alakazam, here's some shit they can toss onto their nerd-ass bridal registry. God forbid a Dutch oven just be a Dutch oven. No. Let's make sure to turn it into spiritual Comic-Con merchandise for yuppies who outsourced their imaginations to a bigoted ginger limey 20 years ago and never bothered to take it back. The magic, the mystery, the synergy. They also have a Quidditch-themed Le Creuset if pretending the rules of Quidditch make sense is still something you do. I actually cooked Harry's parents in this Dutch oven, by the way. They were delicious. The meat pulled right off the bone.
That got dark.
Yeah.
Le Creuset Harry Potter Hogwarts potholder. Used for handling all of J.K. Rowling's hottest, most awful takes. $49.95. Embark on spellbinding kitchen adventures with Le Creuset's Hogwarts House's potholder. It's magically designed to wrap around pots.
Okay, there's several Harry Potter items, and he's going to flip out, just so you know. This is far too much magic for one catalogue. If you're still the type of grown adult who's like Jenny is totally a Hufflepuff, I encourage you to ditch this potholder and grab that tray of cookies out of the oven barehanded.
Hedwig Pie Bird.
A what now?
$25. Modeled after Harry's pet, Snowy Owl, the Le Creuset Hedwig Pie Bird is visually elegant and undeniably useful.
Yes, just to clarify, in case there was any doubt, I'm not saying, oh no, don't be mean to the turf. I am saying, if people still find joy in Harry Potter, that's for them.
But don't buy her merchandise. Don't go see her movies.
No,
don't contribute anything to her bigotry. Just no.
Just
Le
no.
Creuset also did an incredible line of adorable Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, the R2-D2 Le Creuset pot is actually...
Go buy those.
It's a pot. Drew says, undeniably, eh? Let's find out how exactly useful a pie bird, which I've never heard of until just now, is.
Pie birds, or pie whistles, pie vents, pie funnels, or even pie chimneys, are hollow ceramic statuettes that bakers can use to vent steam from their pies in order to prevent a filling from bubbling over.
Or you just put some foil under the pie dish, then you won't need a pie weather vane.
Pie folklore suggests pie birds found fame in Victorian-era England and Ireland.
I actually majored in pie folklore at Bucknell. My senior thesis was a 75-page treatise on the harrowing works of Sir Arvil Furling Smut.
Don't be tempted to pull the bird out of the pie after baking. The filling and crust around it will collapse. Leave it in place and just cut slices. When the bird is fully exposed, you can slide it out of the pie.
So often I've said to myself, this pie is terrific.
But you know what it needs? A load-bearing obstacle inside of it that will shatter your crown if bitten into. The physical copy of the Zingerman's catalog claims the chocolate coal tastes like a kiss from Ryan Gosling.
So yes, it was flirting with you.
Oh,
yes.
Yes, it was absolutely. Okay, Kiwi, how do I get on the mailing list for the catalog? That would be fun to have next year.
Hey, also yes.
Williams-Sonoma Premium Caviar Trio. Such large portions. What is this? Chili's? Price $369.
Fuck off.
95 cents. Copy. Indulge yourself or someone special with this ultra luxurious caviar trio, produced on a sustainable farm in California.
Okay, how special can that caviar really be if it doesn't have any iconic brand association with Robert Jordan's The Wheel of Time? You mean to tell me this is just food? Weird.
Stainless steel and glass coasters. Coasters, the napkin rings of alcoholism. $29.95, set of 4. Inset with a thick plane of glass, our polished coasters add gleaming Art Deco style to entertaining. Hand-bound glass has hand-hammered finish. Variations inherent in handcrafting make each piece unique.
I actually became a coaster person many, many years ago. This happens when you're married and your spouse doesn't appreciate you leaving Kool-Aid rings on the dinette set. I have since placed glasses on coasters and or cocktail napkins of every stripe, but what I've always wanted is a coaster made from glass, so that all the condensation pulls to the bottom of my tumbler and creates a handy seal with the
coaster. That way, the next time I bring a drink to my lips, the coaster hitches a ride, falls to the ground, and makes a deafening impact that would drown out a smoke alarm. I want to frisbee these bad boys through a nearby church window. Okay, time to stop spanking the gingerbread and get to the heavy hitters. Are you okay?
Yes.
We should pause for a moment here because we've been streaming for about an hour now, and Alistair may actually die.
Oh, I've needed this so much.
I know. I know. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm going to take a drink of water.
Yes, please. Everybody, let's take a little hydrate break here, shall we? And while we're doing so, can we all say a gigantic thank you to Ducky,
yes.
For the amazing little video she put together at the top of the stream. It's all the fan art for this year, and she's made it all so cute with the little things popping up and the little borders and the everything, and it is amazing. And you guys might have to listen to Alistair vamp for a few moments so that at the end I can run it again instead of the closing credits so that we can all watch the whole thing. The whole video is
8 minutes?
Almost 9 minutes long.
Yeah.
And what we might try to do is get it up on Twitter as one of the little show reels so that you guys can go and watch it whenever you like. Because it's so cute!
And also, given that we're in the area, and this is the last Wednesday night stream for a little while, thank you.
Thank you all very much.
Oh, this makes no sense. And yet you all show up.
So valid.
And you've done you continue to do the most incredible work, and you're so much fun to be around. Thank you. And just huge, gigantic love to Wendy and Zalia and Ducky and for being our amazing mods. We love you all so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here and for coming along with us on these ridiculous larks that are so enjoyable. We are tremendously blessed to have both a fantastic audience and fantastic folks who work with us. And not just now, but folks in the past, folks like Jax who's had to step away. You know, the Sunday morning crew, you know, every single guest we've had. There hasn't been a single one of this is guests. Next year's year-end video.
Absolutely
guests.
Genuine. There hasn't been a single one of these that's been hard work. You know, there's been a few where in the 5 minutes beforehand I've been like, I'm not sure I want to do this, I'm tired. And then the camera turns on and I realised that, you know, I'm a showbiz kid.
He has a live mic. and now you're watching the results.
You know, and just it's thank you.
Thank you very much.
This has helped us and continues to help us immensely. And I'm still amazed that people show. I'm still amazed you stick around for my bullshit. So
you guys were my super fan on my Twitch year in review, so that's how much I like being. Oh, Pezzy, that's so sweet.
Oh, thank you.
We got our little our little like year in review thing. I got some little screenshots from it. Let me look. It's about we had hype trains. Our Chungus boy here
was used 540 times.
Go 540 times. That was our most popular. No, wrong one. This one. That was our most popular emoji. Everybody loves the Chungy boy. And there were some more stats, but I didn't pay enough attention to them because I read them very
stats.
quickly.
You know, I mean, it's just you look at them and you go, science, great. Let's move on.
So we never really planned to become streamers. We just thought it was something we would start doing last year during lockdown.
This is not our second year.
And now we like it so much. It's, I mean, having Jenny as our producer has made such a huge difference about making this sustainable and being able to like get guests in and do it properly and give them call sheets and, you know, having those conversations. The other thing is, mods, I hope you don't mind if I go ahead and announce this. We haven't had our particular chat to finalize all the details, but starting immediately, we are paying the mods.
Yeah.
We have all had plenty of opportunity to learn from the conversations that have happened in this community, in streaming just in general, about what community moderation is and what it entails, and it is difficult, emotional, skilled labor.
Yeah.
And the mods pointed out quite rightly that EA prides itself on the fact that this year we started paying our associate editors as well. Every single person in EA was being paid, and the mods were not. They were still volunteers, and that had to happen.
That is not cool.
That is changing. That's happening. Let's be honest. Let's talk, you know, nitty gritty. It's not at the level we want it to be. We're aiming for a London living wage. We're not there. And that's because the stream itself doesn't make very much money on a monthly basis. But what it does make, we split with the mods. And it has to be. And more importantly, it lets us keep that promise, and it lets us make sure that they are getting the support that they need.
Yeah.
And that they want, and that, you know, if there are skills they want to develop or opportunities they want to have, it's our responsibility to do this for them. And that's part of the ethos of EA just in general. By the way, there's 104 of you. I did the count the other day. There is now... You've seen yes, we have seen what happens. We have seen the occurrences, the incidents. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the incidents. This is lawyers saying ongoing legal discussions do not get discussed on live video streams. Everybody needs to take advice. Even lawyers take advice.
But we have seen them.
But we know. But everybody at EA we got to help and take care of. And that includes our mods. So I have to get them all properly onboarded, and it's Christmas, and we have to have a discussions and all that good stuff. But you're ours. We let you. You can't get away now. Run.
It's all true.
It's all true. You're ours now. Where was I?
You were thanking people vociferously for their hard work and excellent company across the course of the last year.
Yeah, well, they are. Everybody here has been excellent company, and we all appreciate you being here.
Beast, you never talk about things is almost certainly the title of Margaret's legal advice book.
No, that is... Well, you know, if I ever had to give you one piece of advice is never talk to a police officer. Never, voluntarily, ever. The only thing you should ever say to a cop ever, in any circumstance ever, is, I want my lawyer.
Lawyer.
I want my lawyer. I want a lawyer. I want a lawyer. I want a lawyer. I want a lawyer. Nothing else. That's my number one piece of advice. My second piece of advice is everybody benefits from having a sounding board or an advocate. Yeah. And find someone in your life who can fulfill that function for you in whatever capacity you need it. Whether that is a therapist, whether that is a best friend who can talk you through a difficult situation, whether that is a lawyer, whether that is a priest or a religious official. Find someone who can be your sounding board / mentor / advocate. Those people exist and they are valuable, and the insight that they bring you and bring you to yourself cannot be overstated.
This
got really deep all of a sudden. I was talking about the Williams-Sonoma catalog, and I'm giving life advice.
Oh, we're going to go back to the Williams-Sonoma catalog directly, but yeah, this is a very good.
I should have a manicure more often. Anyway.
This would be a very good time to point out I have been in therapy for about 12 months now. Yeah. And it really
almost
helps.
A full year, yeah.
And it is incredibly low impact. It's an email every couple of days. And, I mean, I'll put it out there. When I started at the top of the year, my anxiety and depression score was 4 or 5. It was, yeah. It's now 2. And sometimes 1.
Therapy is good.
It helps. And I'm not saying it's a universal cure-all, and I'm not saying it works for everybody. I'm saying it works for me, though.
But finding a thing that works for you is the thing that's important. And it's a valuable self-investment. Whatever that investment is for yourself. Therapy is the shit. It is brilliant. It's like finding the right doctor, the right hairdresser, finding the right therapist is about finding the right person you've connected with.
We just found the right samosa guy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of amazed.
We just found a samosa guy, and he's brilliant. He runs a little coffee shop across the street, and he also makes these incredible salted popcorn caramel lattes that we learned about today. They're very dangerous and really tasty.
We did a wreath-making workshop last week because we realized that nothing was festive. And we were like, we need to feel fucking festive. So we went and did it. And by we, I mean I carried things, and Marguerite made art.
I made artistic direction, and he helped. Yes.
I think I cut something.
And you brought the peppermint mochas. That was very important to the festive experience.
And whilst I was waiting for her, this was just across from the food truck guy. And he was like, hey, excuse me, sir. Like, oh, hey, how's it going? I'm packing up for the day, and I have 2 each of every samosa left, and I don't want to take them home. And I know you and your partner like them. Here you go. And I was like, can I give you money for it? And he was like, have a good night. And
so we had very good samosas for lunch the next day, and we wholeheartedly recommend the little coffee cart at the place across the street.
If somehow you ever end up in Reading and you go, is that the little coffee cart? Yes, it is.
Yeah,
go.
It's good. It's really nice.
Should we go be rude at rich people food machines now?
I mean, why not? That sounds.
See, this is why Drew writes this and I don't. Drew writes the Hater's Guide to the Williams-Sonoma catalog. I was right. Fuck you, rich people food machines. Peace and
I want you and Nate 1 year to collaborate on some British equivalent of the Hater's Guide to the Williams-Sonoma catalog.
You know the other person that we should do this with? Phil Lunt.
Phil would be good.
Phil Lunt is a friend of ours who was briefly the head of the British Fantasy Society and I think may now be a community support officer.
I think he is.
He may have finished his training. Phil is one of... Yeah.
He's done lots of narrations for Pseudopod too. He's got a great voice. Yeah. He's an actor.
Oh yeah, and he's an extra in a lot of stuff. Phil is really good at concerned parent at press conference. And he's...
Talk about niche, man.
Right? And he brings out my Northern. More than once, the pair of us have been running a stall, and we've just turned into Northern Welcome and Wise. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you doing with that? I'm necking it. All right, can I have one? Yeah. And we're doing this in front of customers, and they're like, "Are you really doing it?" Yeah, it's in the bag. Do you want anything? And we've had people stop and go, "Why are you like this?"
Because you got them together, right?
Because I'm standing next to him.
But you have to tell everybody on the stream that you recently put together your 3 acting aspirations.
4. There was the one I
There's
forgot.
a 4th?
Yes.
All right, please.
I would very much like to be told to put it on screen by any Starfleet captain.
Or commander.
Or commander. Ranking officer. Officer of the
Ranking officer.
I would very much like to tell someone to put it on screen.
That would be great.
I would very much like my ass kicked by Christian Kane, which wouldn't take very long.
I want to watch.
Yeah, I figured you would.
And you want to be killed by a Doctor Who monster.
Oh yeah, I want to be killed by a Doctor Who monster, and I'll tell you why that one in a moment. And also, I want to be a background figure who shows up so often there is fan fiction about me.
Like, guy with clipboard in the back of a crime scene who shows up like 4 times. Yeah. And people are like, oh, he's there again, you know?
My all-time favourite one of those was there's an extra in the excellent Primeval, which is now terrifyingly an old show.
Hush.
About time warps opening into the present day and dinosaurs coming through them and people having to, deal with that.
People having to run
Yes.
away and die.
And there was lady in purple blouse at the science base who was in the background of like 5 or 6 scenes, and at one point she walks in, sees something, and just goes.
But that kind of character, right? Like, just the reoccurring, oh, it's that guy! And just, shows up 5 or 6 times, little tiny things change, people concoct elaborate theories and fan fiction about this character.
Because, do you want Chief O'Brien? Because that's how Chief O'Brien
exactly
happens.
how Chief O'Brien happened. Yes, exactly.
I
so good.
I love how much of Deep Space Nine is just, what do you think, Chief? I'm the transporter guy. I hit it.
I was the only engineer he had around, now I'm improvising.
It's my favourite piece of DS9 that at the end of the show, basically Starfleet show up and go, you're a miracle worker. Yeah? Do you and your family want to never travel anywhere again and we just teach people how to do engineering miracles? Yeah? Do you want a pay rise? We don't have money, but I'll take it.
Right? What are you going to give me? More teleporters? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, should we do a little bit more of this?
Yes, God, yes.
Okay.
I feel limbered up.
Breville Barista Pro Espresso Machine, Red Velvet. TFW, you've decided you're better than Starbucks. Price, $700. Copy, featuring an intuitive LCD screen interface.
Now we're getting our 1% on. Keep in mind that the biggest ticket item in the catalogue every year is invariably some super deluxe espresso machine that costs $6,000, has more switches and dials than Mission Control in Houston, and can steam milk while it's still in the cow's udder. So this baby is on the low end of the kitchen appliance scales. Barely a step up from a Mr. Coffee, really. But can you really put a price on that red velvet sheen? There's nothing that yuppie northerners like me enjoy more than red velvet everything. Red velvet cupcakes, red velvet cookies, red velvet spaghetti, Red Velvet Nora Jones albums, all of it. Never mind that the urban red velvet craze petered out at the turn of the century, or that the secret ingredient in red velvet cake is benzodine. There is a link. It may very well be true.
Let's see. It is. Yeah, don't you know about it? It's why we used to call maraschino cherries carcinogens. It's because they are cherries that are bleached, then dyed that color. It's the red food coloring element that makes kids go hyperactive. Benzodine. Yep.
The fuck is wrong with people? Capitalism.
The American corn industry. Keep going.
New Canaan moms still can't get enough Southern hospitality and all of their cream cheese-based desserts and hot drinks. I feel like you need to do this line.
Y'all are missing out on this buttermilk latte I just made. Jura Z10 fully automatic espresso machine, aluminum white. Bleep blort, give me all your money. Price, $4,000. Copy. The Jira Z10 automatic coffee maker is a masterpiece of engineering and raises the bar for premium home brewing.
Premium.
From the product recognition grinder, those words are capitalized, to the cold extraction process, also capitalized. This innovative machine features state-of-the-art technology.
Here we are, the costliest item in the entire catalogue. You'd have to mortgage both of your condos in East Hampton just to afford the down payment, but tell me it isn't worth it. I am now a coffee guy. It took me 45 years and quitting alcohol, but here I am now, a middle-aged man who treasures an afternoon cappuccino like it's a leather-bound Hemingway. I've even considered, and this is true, starting a coffee log in my notes app so that I can remember notable coffees I have had.
No! He's going to do this.
I used to laugh at all the coffee people out there.
He's going to make a Pinterest board
I'm one
of all his coffees. You just watch.
Horrible. I deserve a froth milk enema. The point is that if I walked into your house and you served me an espresso from this countertop war terminal, I would almost certainly enjoy it. But I haven't, and you didn't. So fuck this machine and fuck you. $4,000 probably doesn't even come with everything.
The next item on the list is the DuraCool Control Basic Milk Cooler 1 liter. I swear this is a real product. I knew it. Price $329. Concept for those who enjoy milk-braced espresso drinks. Like they're shaming you. The Jura Cool Control Milk Chiller is the ideal addition to your stay-at-home coffee station. This slim countertop unit cools and stores milk at the perfect temperature.
Do you know what else does that? A fucking refrigerator, which you already own. Imagine looking around your kitchen and exclaiming, you know, there's no good place to chill milk here. Like a complete shit for brains. They wouldn't even put this gadget in the chopped kitchen, and I won that show. No normal cook is frantically searching around for a reverse kettle to keep their stupid milk cold. Now I'm pissed.
Ashwood round cheese board. Small. Who's up for a very, very arduous game of ping pong. Price, $60. Copy. Natural variations in color and grain pattern make each board unique.
You won't find unique color and grain pattern variation in just any piece of wood, let me tell you. Let me tell you about cheese boards. They're becoming something that sounds fancy and cool. If you're a young couple looking to start throwing dinner parties like civilized folk, then you buy a cheese board, you stick it in the back of a cabinet, and you never lay eyes on it again until the day you move.
Cloisonne, 'twas the night. Napkin rings. They're not that festive, let's be real. Price, $100. Set of 4. Copy, a tradition of 'twas. Meticulously crafted from pressed copper, they're hand-filled with vibrant enamel before being polished and gilded. You can't even get it out. $100 goddamn dollars. I'll tell you people something else that's about to be hand-filled. Your ass! By the way, there's also a 'twas nut dish in here for $14 for all the terrific 'twas fans out there.
If you find regular dishes inadequate when formally presenting an assortment of Planters cashews to your guests, this is the dish for you.
Oh my god.
Oh god, we're on to food.
Willy Bird smoked turkey breast. Okay, who took all the good parts of the turkey? Price, $100. Copy, when a whole turkey is larger than you need, this pre-cooked small breast is the perfect menu choice.
You have $100 to spend. What's it going to be? 4 napkin rings or the worst part of the turkey you already ate 4 weeks ago? Real Sophie's choice, that one. I don't get you turkey at Christmas, people. I'll defend Thanksgiving turkey against the haters, and I have. But after November, I don't want to see another turkey dinner plate again until I have to attend an AA meeting at Boston Market. Williams-Sonoma has prime rib,
$180.
Beef Wellington,
$110.
Spiral ham,
$180.
and beef tenderloin.
$250.
In this catalogue too, for the record. If those are your Christmas dinner options and you pick plain turkey breast, then you're from Indiana and you get the right the fuck out of my house. No, you can't have my pie bird.
Revolution Instalago R270 toaster. Platinum.
It's a toaster with an iPhone in it.
Pictured. Still just a toaster. Price, $350. Copy, for the tech lover, Revolution Cooking TM transformed breakfast time with the launch of its smart technology toaster. And with the Instaglow R270, it takes more leaps and bounds innovating the market. 34 different bread options, including gluten-free.
Do I need that many bread options? I only need 3 toaster settings, light, dark, and burnt. That's it. I don't need my breakfast transformed. I don't need my toaster connected to my Parler account. This revolutionary bread cyborg doesn't even come in red velvet. It's hot garbage as far as I'm concerned, but no matter. Modern industry will still put a touchscreen on every product and say the techie in your family will enjoy it. You know who loves tech in my family? Everyone! Every goddamn American likes tech. We don't have a choice. I can't get insulin for my kid without checking in on an iPad at a clinic first. Exactly 3 technophobes exist in this world right now, and they do not order from this catalogue. This is because they were sent to prison in 1970 and don't know what's tech or what a fucking Instaglow toaster is. But now you do. And aren't you so happy to know? This is why we celebrate the holidays every year, and why that slice of marble rye I toasted on setting Umber .6 came out so crisp and even, not unlike the snow laying round about on the Feast of Stephen. Merry Christmas, everyone!
Drew's new book, The Night the Lights Went Out, is on sale everywhere books are sold. Defector is currently offering trial subscriptions for $1 a month. That's $100 less than those napkin rings. Think about it.
I love that.
You feel better?
So much better.
$100 napkin rings.
I feel voided.
Umber point six.
Umber point six.
Okay. Accessibility options, I can see the utility of a touchscreen toaster, but why does it have 34 options? Does gluten-free bread really toast that differently? I mean, maybe?
Just as a quick aside, the whole heated bread product, oeuvre.
Oh, by the way, update on our toaster. It blew the fuse twice in a row. It's the third time we've had to change the fuse in a month. We need a new toaster. I'm not buying that one.
Yeah, also,
Wi-Fi is down. You need to update toast. Yeah, unless it's going to ask me about an existential crisis and give Lister shit, I'm not buying a smart toaster. Not happening.
I have rarely wanted you more.
I was radicalized by the
Williams-Sonoma
Williams-Sonoma Christmas
catalog.
catalog. Absolutely.
Yeah, the thing I figured out as well was that the toaster was starting to go a little bit Martin Riggs beforehand. You know how you put it on 2 and it would go, this is burnt! And it would sometimes shift up to 3 and it'd be like, I have warmed this.
Yeah.
It just flipped out.
Final Corpse Camp for Alistair, 46, plus 4 full body events. And no nosebleed. I'm very proud of him.
This thing takes me out at the knees every year. This is a Christmas treat for me.
Some people like to we have a dear friend who lives in Nottingham. He loves to get a copy of the Radio Times and sit down with a highlighter.
Big old pen.
And just highlight everything he's going to watch and then methodically watch and tick them all off.
Which, as his wife points out, is actually everything he'll watch the first 10 minutes of and then wake up in time for the end credits.
Bless him. Well, she keeps feeding him all that cake. I'd fall asleep too.
This is the same man, by the way, who, when she was redesigning her kitchen to be full-on amazing red leather 1950s diner.
Okay, so this is Mother Fudger. her kitchen. They did a full extension. It's a full red, white, and black vintage diner, neon, and this. Oh, it's gorgeous.
When they did the plans, we noticed that there was a nook in there, and I looked at her husband and went, Pablo, why is there a nook? Well, where else am I going to read my book?
So she has a little chair and a little lamp and a little table for him to keep himself amused
so
in her giant, amazing kitchen.
So he sits and reads, and this is a genuine conversation they've had. Is there cake? There is. Hooray!
In fact, Pablo runs the amazing Eloquent Page
yes, he does.
website, which is a great novel review site. And he's on our list of guests that we want to approach for next year.
This man is also the best book tempter I've ever seen.
Oh,
I once saw
nobody hand sells a book like Pablo.
I once saw him at a convention.
His name is Paul.
Everyone calls him Pablo.
But his handle was Pablo Cheesecake for the longest time. So unfortunately, it has kind of stuck in my brain.
I once saw him answer this question. Excuse me, is this the free books table? It is. How many am I allowed? Well, let me ask you this. How many can you carry?
Kiwi, go and do what you need to do. All our love, okay?
Kiwi, go forth. Anything you need. Sending you our best.
Yeah. You're going to have to tell the joke again because you didn't carry it across.
So we were volunteering at a convention, as we used to do before we went, in heaven's name, what are we doing? And Pablo was running the free book table because FantasyCon gets a lot of free books, which is weird because there's only like 500 people there and they get about 3,000 free books.
Yeah.
And someone was going, these are the free books. They are. How many am I allowed? And just quick as a flash, he went, well, let me ask you this. How many can you carry?
Yes, exactly.
And someone basically staggered away from the table with like this many. It was great.
Says the two of us who drove. I swear there was
a ton.
I swear there was 1,000 pounds of books in that car that we drove to Liverpool.
This was 4 or 5 months ago, I think. Time has very little meaning anymore.
It was for FantasyCon, so it was in September, and it's now December. So yes, good job. Good job with linear time.
And 4 months later, I still find myself going, oh, the place looks really big now.
Yes, that's because all the books are gone. So yeah, we're going to actually do that as part of the event on Saturday. Because this is a library, they accept donations. So we're going to, everybody who wants to get rid of books or swap them around, we're going to take them all with us. which will be nice.
If there are any books there which also have copies in the library, I was thinking about leaving them side by side. So perhaps a credulous librarian would go, did this sexually reproduce?
Or is it a mimic?
Yes,
exactly. Well, we haven't got anywhere near that far in preparations for Saturday. It's only Wednesday. Is it Wednesday?
For about the next 23 minutes.
Okay, it's still Wednesday night, so I have plenty of time to get ready for Saturday yet. What a year.
This was a lot, and I'm
It
always really fearful about saying stuff like that, because it's like, well, that's in the past. No, it's not.
No.
Time keeps happening.
Exactly.
You know, the worst thing that one of the worst things which my brain has been conditioned to do is believe in the illusion of narrative catharsis. That once you get far enough along,
hardcore Kiwi.
Yeah. That once you get far enough along, you know, you're like, oh, 45 minutes are up. They've been arrested. The bong bong has happened. Now we can go to bed. No, that is not true. Life continues to happen, and you have to find your catharsis where you can. Yeah. And
one of my favorite memes going around right now is that nobody gets to claim 2022 as their year. We're not. We're entering silently, touching nothing. We're just gonna let the year get settled. We're gonna sit respectfully and just hope it will be better than last time. Let's not. This is like Groundhog's Day now. We've had 2019. We've had 2020. We want 2021. We'd like the next one to kind of be like, can we do something different? Yeah, does the year have bones? Let's wait and find out if the year has bones before we do anything.
Oh, fuck, it's a no bones year.
I don't want another no bones year. I don't know about all the rest of you, but... so yes, we did decide that Chungus should wear his little Among Us costume. They're doing a VR version of it.
Yes, they are. It looks amazing.
Which looks great, and oof, that would be nauseating for me. I think he's quite plump. Oh, and thank you for the reminder, Zalia. I will bring you your own little Chungoid this weekend. So that will be very nice. We need to do like a family tree.
On a scroll, like a provenance.
Like a proper provenance of Chungus. That would be amazing.
Chungus Among Us.
Yes. Hey, we get to wear soft trousers if it's a no bones year. That's... Wendy, I've been a lawyer in yoga pants for a full year. I'm never putting hard trousers back on. No, that's not true. I wear jeans. But yet. Exactly. RQP. VR Among Us. Oh my god, such chaos. Such chaos.
Where's the body, Michael? Look, I'll point.
Oh, no. Exactly. So should I see if I can go ahead and get the little video running?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I'm going to have to go on the screen in order to do it.
Because Ducky very, very kindly put together a running order for today, which we've completely ignored.
Exactly. And then Chungus begat. We're going to have to do the begats at some point. That'll be really fun.
Yes, you are.
Zalia, you do. You and Jeremy have to come up with name for your Chungoids. Very much so.
I like Zokar.
Zosker? Zosker is a very awesome name. I like that. Right. So if I take us to the goodbye screen, will you all hang out for a moment or two so that I can see if I can make the little video run? It's just gonna... Maybe I'll just go to the front screen again and replay it from there as opposed to the goodbye screen. What does everybody think? Would that be okay? It just looks silly. No, I think I can do it. But you'll have to be patient a moment. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sound good?
That's great.
Do you have anything else that we need to do? So next stream is in January. So
it's going to take that long.
Well, you read the Sonoma catalog. What else are we going to do for the rest of the year? That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Such a lie.
They can hear you.
We'll totally do something.
They can hear you.
I know. That's why I'm not committing.
Okay, cool.
We'll do something. I just don't know when or what. January is not so far, Estrogen. That's the problem. There will be so much, but do you know what's coming out on Wednesday, folks? Not only do we get the
Today's Wednesday, baby.
Shut up. Friday, that day at the end of the week. Not only is there going to be another Wheel of Time episode. By the way, that's really good. I've never read the books, but I'm enjoying the show. What else comes out?
Witcher
Season 2. drops on Friday, and there's a third thing. I can't remember what it is now.
It's not new Hawkeye, because we've watched Hawkeye. It's another thing that's good, and we were going to watch it, and it was going to make us happy.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll remember
Yeah.
exactly. Yes, Witcher Season 2. Geralt is back on Friday.
2 DILFs in one day.
I know, right?
Oh yeah, Matrix is out next week. I'm hopeful we'll get to see it.
Yeah, I am too. We have tickets for Spider-Man on Friday.
I had a talk with a friend of mine earlier today, and he was like, my son's really sad because he can't get to see The Matrix because he's 14. And I said, look, how tall is he?
Right?
I said, yeah, that wouldn't. He's very, very, very obviously someone in early stage puberty. And I was like, oh, man.
Aww.
It was the one upside to being...
I thought you could go with a parent.
Oh, I might email Stuart and point that out because I think you can.
I don't know. I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, because obviously the parents are going to put their hands over the child's eyes for the delicate parts.
Do you think somebody at the cinema is going to care?
No.
As long as the kid's in a mask and well-behaved and doesn't talk through the movie, he's probably doing better than half the other audience there.
When I went to see King Richard, there were only 2 other people there, and they talked for the first hour. And after that, I was like, "Could you keep it down, folks?" And then they giggled and shut up.
Just.
It's like people who
They
talk
go
at the
to
theatre.
the special hell. Yes, people who talk at the theater. Exactly. If they made sweets that taste like Henry Cavill's kid, you could have just stopped with.
If they made sweets that taste like Henry Cavill.
Yeah, you could have stopped there. Exactly. So yes, okay. No streaming officially till we're back on January 9th, which is a Sunday.
Yes.
So we'll be back with the Sunday stream, which means I'm going to have to wait a very long time to make sure Ryan is fully okay from his ordeal. But the gold glowy joy color was so pretty. Really, really loved that. Stop that! How dare you? And then as far as content is concerned in January, we haven't thought that far. We know that the St. Kilda folks will be with us, but we're going to get a couple of episodes under our belt before we have that conversation. We have a whole bunch of guests that we're going to be approaching for next year. We've talked about Paul Holmes, i.e. Eloquent Page.
Brendan would like to come back on, if nothing else, so he can cut his hair.
I really want to invite Nico to join us. I think I'd love to have a good long conversation with Nico about streaming. How will I update you on my Greg's Quest? I know, Pezzy. You will just have to know that in our hearts every Sunday we know you are having a Greg's and we're thinking of you. We had a whole bunch of the Kate would be great to have on. Kate Baker,
yeah.
Tater Cakes. I have a whole bunch of other people. Yeah,
Kate,
Nico is lovely.
Paul Holmes, the St. Kilda guys, chums,
chumrads.
The Rogue Maker folks will be really nice to have on once that goes live.
Yeah, same with Super Suits.
Yes.
Because we're busy writing academic limo papers about representing zombies. That's a thing that I do because I'm a nerd. There we go. Are you cutting Brendan's hair on street? God, no. No, I don't want to cut Brendan's hair. No, that's not my job. That's not my job. Dudes being pals. Yes, absolutely, Naomi. I'm going to stop now because I'm very tired. Did I mention I had insomnia last night?
And she's been up since 6.
I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
So I think it is a good time for me to go have some brown buttered shortbread.
So here's what's going to happen.
And then go to bed.
The last full lid for the year comes out on the 17th, which is Friday.
I still have to edit it. It is non-uniform day.
There's 4 really short bits in there and a whole bunch of videos.
There's a whole lot of just nice, shiny, relaxing coloring in.
There's currently no photos because I forgot and I think I accidentally deleted all the photo frames that were coded right.
You need to buy me a really nice editor's gift for this month.
You need to pick a really nice editor's gift for this month.
We're going to York. I'll pick something nice. You see if I don't. Exactly.
Oh, God.
Anyway. I usually get like a night's worth of insomnia in December every year. It's random. And last night it was stress-induced. So, but now it's out of the way. Now I don't have to worry about it. It's all done.
You are going to crate a good and hard tonight, hopefully.
I hope so, because I've got
a lot to do tomorrow.
I've got
so
a lot to do tomorrow.
Artisanal sandwiches.
No, I don't want artisanal sandwiches. I want brown butter, futter, shortbread. That's what I want.
So yeah, the last full lids with the year will go live on Friday.
Ghost shop.
We will.
We'll take your recommendations.
Yes, we will.
Oh, and I really want to go to Betty's, but apparently it has been absolutely heaving.
Ramo.
To quote his mom. So she wants to go. Betty's is one of the usual places we go with them because I like to go there together and pick a couple things out because otherwise sometimes they send us things that we're not as fond of and our neighbors get really nice gifts. But this year I don't think they want to do it. They want to do something else a little more low-key. Ooh, Ghost Merchants. Thank you, Wendy. There's a really nice bath and perfume shop in York that I like as well that I might go into. Ghost Merchants. Makers and sellers of the original and finest York Ghost. What?
Could I get some ghost, please? Yeah, how much you want?
What
£1.
shop?
Are you sure, sir? I'll have to cut a bit off the end.
Are they all literally just little tiny ghosts? Ooh, I'm scrolling through this now.
Yeah, we might need that.
Oh, I might need one of these.
They're adorable.
Some of them are. Some of them are terrifying. The last time we went to Betty's for the cafe, we booked like way out in advance. So I'm gonna spend some time with that, Wendy. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe we'll have to go stop by.
Yeah. So last full lid out on Friday for the year. We'll be back on the 7th. We'll be back on the stream.
We're streaming on the 9th. Full lid, maybe at the 7th is that Friday. So I think that is when you're planning to come back with full lid.
Cool.
And then who knows? There
Who
may
knows?
be more celestial navigation at that point. It's been that kind of a year.
There's a lot's gone on. All of it ultimately very good. We'll
Yes.
we'll tell you about it once we're able.
No NDAs.
No NDAs.
Yes, exactly. So, right. So if you all fine folks want to hang around for a moment or two, I will give you our amazing chill vibes music at our ending screen. But give me a moment or two to put the video in, and we'll start it from the top. It's 8.5 minutes long, so we'll let the stream run through the whole video. So that way the VOD will capture it if you want to come back to it. And then now that I have a copy of it downloaded, Ducky, let's see about if we can get it up on the demo reel on the Twitter page. Twitter. Please stop naming social media platforms with T. Please. Okay? Between TikTok. I'm so tired.
Good night, everybody.
Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. I can't, y'all. I just can't. I'm so tired. So, hang tight. We'll play you the video. The video will be available in full, hopefully up on Twitch soon. Have a wonderful end of your year.
Have a great festive season, folks.
Do what you need to do to take a break.
Yeah.
To recover. Celebrate my absolute favorite holiday. All right, there's a little bit of backstory here. There was a really great game designer named James Ernest who still designs games. And one of the games he was most famous for was called Fridays, otherwise known as, or Freddy's, which was a zombie-based fast food card game.
Yep.
Where the point of the game was to assemble the different ingredients you needed in order to be able to fulfill a fast food order. So this was things like you would have to get 3 batches of fries to do a side of fries, or you would have to build like the cheeseburger was called like a cowabunga, and you needed like a cow piece and a bun and a piece of cheese and a drink and a fries and all of that kind of stuff. Fridays released different themed menus, like there was an Italian one and a Mexican one, and they had a Christmas menu one year. And one of the items on the Christmas menu was just 3 pieces of cheese. And it was called my favorite holiday of the end of the year, the adoration of the baby cheeses. So every time at this time of year, when all the little tiny cheeses come out, all wax wrapped, we celebrate the adoration of the baby cheeses, which is just my favorite holiday thing.
It's so good.
Ever. So please enjoy the rest of your year. Adore your cheeses. Enjoy the treats that are important to you. Take a break. Play a game. hug people if you can, interact with people at a level that you're comfortable with, take the time for yourself, and we are always here for you in the VODs.
We are.
And there is much for you to go and enjoy, and we will see you in January.
Have a good one, everybody. I've been Alistair.
I've been Marguerite,
and this has been great.
So hang on a moment. We'll try to get the year in art video to run for you in just a second on the wrap up page. And the amazing music. This is the piece of music I listen to as soon as the stream ends. I'm like, put it on. Okay, where's the button? Oh shoot, it's not on my ear. Okay, hold on.